I was on Tinder last night, matched with this guy, and I sent him this question because I was like, oh, I'm gonna be cool and do a fun question. What's your first impression of me? Um, and it should have been at that point that I realized I fucked up because this was the response I got back.
So it says, I'll just say this because it might help you, but you're actually very, very pretty, just a bit on the heavy side for me. So he complimented her and then he told her the truth. But I disagree with him on the first part.
One, can't even say the word just properly. Now, for some context, this is one of his photos. I'm not going to show his face because I'm nice. Here is a second picture. Probably should have realized he was going to be a douche.
No, you knew that. You knew that immediately and you kind of liked it.
And because he's right, I'm very, very pretty.
Oh,
Here's a
Jesus,
recent
bro.
picture.
Oh my God, you're built like a refrigerator. I'm sorry. I can say that, right? That should be no problem. Yikes, man. So let's take a moment and think about this. This woman here, this is a horrible picture. I'm sorry. It's the shape. You could have at least picked a more flattering photograph, surely. But this woman here, and again, I don't want to attack her looks too much. I don't want to bully her. But it's like you thought this guy, you saw this dude, and these are the types of guy a woman who looks like this will actually swipe right on these dating apps. You're out of your mind. You are nowhere near this guy in SMV. And the problem is for women, it's like initially their sexual market value, it is predominantly based on their appearance. Whereas men, it's a lot more versatile. You've got your job, your income, your looks as well, your network, charisma, your game, your social intelligence. It's like for men judging their SMV, it is a lot more holistic. Whereas women, it's pretty binary. Are you attractive or not? How do you measure up with other women on the look scale? And unfortunately for her, it's just not looking great. And you look at the guy she is swiping right on these dating apps. This is how this whole dynamic plays out. And we have this woman here thinking, I can't believe it. I'm sorry, I can't believe it.
Of me, glowing, slaying, looking incredible. Yes, I am not super, super thin, but I'm also not that big. Like, if he's thinking this is big, he's got some issues
No, it is. You are big. You're not fit.
to deal with in his life. I thought I would just leave him with some friendly advice like he gave myself, and that's that I only sleep with guys who have big ducks, but I'll make an exception for him.
Unbelievable. So you asked for this guy's opinion. You asked what he thought of you, and he gave you an honest answer. Kind of, like half honest. So don't get angry if the answer you get is not the one that you wanted or hoped for. It's unbelievable. What you'll notice a lot of times, it's kind of weird actually. It's actually really perverted. Imagine that when men started getting insults from women, we started talking about their vaginal width or how big or how small their genitalia was. It's super weird that these women instinctively go to talking about a man's package. It's like, get male genitalia off your mind. It's very strange. It's perverted. Like if men started doing this, it would be considered perverted and gross, and that's what it is. It's really weird. You instinctively go to start talking about this man's penis. Really weird.
So, in conclusion, Alex, I'm not going to take any advice from a man who can't afford to own a shirt. And I'm very happy with the way that I am and I look. So, sucks to be you.
What is she playing at, thinking there was any possibility this guy would take her seriously for any type of relationship or commitment? The guy is way beyond her dating market value, yet she's so egotistical she calls herself incredible and slaying.
It's pretty crazy how these women will publicly shame men when they get offended by what they say. That's like that's bad behavior right there. That's enough to make a man not want to engage with these women.
She is the problem.
It's all her fault.
Hi guys, I don't usually come on here and make videos in this state, but this is very important, so I need to get it out as soon as possible. Over the past week, I was talking to someone called Hardin Valenti. He had quite a small account. He made out that it was his private account and that he played for Chelsea in England. Unfortunately for Hardin, I actually know people that play for Chelsea and England. But stupid old me was a bit gullible and didn't use these resources until a week later. This is who Hardin claims to be. He also claimed he was from Bromley, and then the west and surrounding areas. Obviously, this is Kingston, if anyone knows. He had a highlight with things like this, which obviously look very believable. I mean, as I look into them deeper, I'm seeing more and more faults. But from a first glance, I had no reason to question. I am so fucking embarrassed because I thought I was so much cleverer than this sort of shit. What makes it more upsetting for me is some of the things he was saying were related to very triggering things for me, and I found some sort of security. He was speaking about his alleged mother having cancer. He was apparently in hospital with a bleed on his brain from a football injury. I am just utterly devastated, to be quite frank, because whoever the person is, they are fucked. They said all the right things to me, made me believe everything they were saying, and they said they were going to call me and then blocked me. The only reason they blocked me is because I started getting onto them and was like, okay, this is not adding up. You've sent me no voice notes in a week. You haven't called me. But I did put it down to the fact he was allegedly in hospital.
You should have known right away that this is a professional football player. Am I getting that correct? I'm an American. We call it soccer. And I'm not too familiar with the team names. And I don't really watch it. But I'm pretty sure this is a professional football player. No? You should have immediately known. You don't. Sorry, you're a random woman. You're nothing super special. Like, you should have known right away. Why would a professional football player, be interested in me? This doesn't add up. No, I'm not that spectacular. I'm not that special. Next, I'm gonna block you because you're fake. This isn't real. Catfish alert. Catfish. But no, she thought, well, I am pretty special. I am pretty. I am quite spectacular. My personality is pretty great. No, this could happen. This could happen.
Really suffering with my mental health at the moment. Like, if anyone follows me on Instagram, it's quite obvious that I'm not really all there right now. He also followed a couple of people I knew.
I'll say.
So I thought, maybe we've got just mutual friends, Like, I honestly did not think anything of it. But I've only found pretty much everything out this evening, so I was like, fuck this, I'm making a video right now. I just feel so hurt, but mainly because I was already very fragile. This really didn't help. But whoever this guy actually is, please hit me up in the DMs. Because you're more than welcome. Not that this is the best portrayal of me right now. I know some people are going to get an absolute fucking kick out of this video, but whatever, I'd rather defend a few people from getting the same thing happen to them. I'm just lucky I kind of clocked it within a week.
Within a week? If he was a footballer, she wouldn't have given him the time of day. She got tricked so easily because she saw millions of pound signs in her eyes. After she realised she got tricked, she played a victim and acted as if he manipulated with her issues. The only reason this woman got played is because she was egotistical about her value and genuinely thought a multi-millionaire footballer was interested in her.
That's it. That's it right there. And look, I'm not going to be a complete a-hole. That sucks. She got catfish. She probably really liked the guy and found out this guy wasn't real. It was all a facade, and she fell for it. That sucks, but you got to learn from this, hopefully. Hopefully you will reassess your SMV.
I'm a single mom of a 2.5-year-old. I've been split up from my ex for about 10 months now. I still get hit hard sometimes with the grief and the loneliness of it all. Like, I took him to the park and we were playing alone for a long time, and he was saying cute things, funny things, and I was texting my mom and my sister and, you know, telling them what he said, and then another family comes and it's a mom, a dad, and a son his age. And
get your kid's face out of your TikTok video.
They're all three playing together, and the kid says something funny and they both laugh and look at each other and like talk about it. And I literally had to leave the park because I started sobbing because I grieve that life.
Let me guess, you divorced him, right? Sure.
So hard. You can have all the support in the world. You can have the best parents, the best family, but nothing replaces
the dad.
That relationship you have with a spouse.
I really don't understand how she can cry and become jealous of other families when she is the one who destroyed her own family by choosing to divorce her husband.
Correct. Well, I think this is a really big problem that a lot of them are facing, and it's that they don't actually know what it is that they want. They're being influenced by what other people say they should have. This woman here probably one day woke up and thought, you know what? I'm not getting the treatment that I deserve. Actually, I think I deserve better than this. Actually, I think there's a better man out there for me. Actually, I think I settled for this guy. Actually, these women on TikTok are right. This guy might be a closeted narcissist. He might actually be an emotional abuser, and I'm just a victim to it all. And he's such a talented manipulator. I didn't actually know I was being manipulated this whole time. And then they see a family at a park and they think, well, gee, you know what? Actually, that's what I want. No, actually, I shouldn't have divorced this guy. Actually, I'm in my car crying, holding my son. I want my family back. So it seems like they're hijacked emotionally so easily. They get FOMO in all these different directions. They get the fear of missing out on a bigger, better deal. They get the fear of missing out on a family. But, you know, she made her choice, and it's going to be her son, actually, who pays the price for this choice. And that's the way this thing goes every time. But I'm going to leave the video there, so I'll see you next time. Bye.